Our 6.5, 9, 10 a.m. item is presentation of proclamation designating the month of April 2023 and every April thereafter as Arts, Culture, and Creativity Month in Lake County.
Okay, welcome. Proclamation designating the month of April 2023 and every April thereafter as Arts, Culture, and Creativity Month. Whereas the County of Lake celebrates the power of the arts, culture, and creativity to heal, uplift, connect, and unite people every day through fire recovery, COVID-19 isolation, extreme weather, and other challenges. And whereas the arts raise awareness of culture, histories of what we have in common, what we share with each other, and what differentiates us as individuals to amplify the need for social, racial justice, equality, or equity, accessibility, and inclusion. And whereas the Lake County Arts Council, Middletown Arts Center, Lake County Rural Arts Initiative, Creative Consulting, POP LLC, Lake County Theater Company, Lake County Symphony Association, and Museums of Lake County work in participation to support the arts, culture, and creativity in Lake County as an essential part of their thriving community and education through a variety of services throughout Lake County. And whereas the County of Lake works in partnership with these local organizations to support the arts and creativity as an essential part of the community life through services including collaborations on one, highlighting and preserving the culture and heritage of Lake County and at county museums, two, eco arts sculpture walk at Trailside Park and art strategic planning with public services, behavioral health, creative arts engagement for prevention and healing, arts and public places in the county courthouse in Lakeport and Redbud Library in Clear Lake. And whereas local arts organizations and groups support community and economic development for Lake County cities and unincorporated areas through the arts and culture. And whereas the arts are not only an impressive and important agent for economic development, but also impact societal issues that include health, corrections, housing, immigration, veterans, transportation, well-being, and education. And whereas the arts creativity supports student success and lifelong learning, provide key job skills, and it is imperative for all children and youth in California to have access to arts education in their schools. And whereas California employs the highest number of people in creative industries, architecture, entertainment, fashion, media, and publishing than any other state in the nation. Whereas the California legislature adopted Senate Concurrent Resolution number 33 on April 25th, 2019, proclaiming April 2019 and every April thereafter as Arts, Culture, and Creativity Month. And in 2021, an additional resolution, SCR 40, was declared to recognize artists as second responders. And whereas efforts continue to increase funding for the arts, education, and cultural barriers, and whereas in a state as diverse as the California, the arts serve to give voice to our many communities and their people, spark individual creativity, foster empathy and understanding, spur civic engagement, and serve as a continued source of personal enrichment, inspiration, and growth. Now therefore be it resolved by the County of Lake that April 2023 is a significant time to recognize and celebrate the arts, culture, and creativity of all Californians. And be it further resolved that the Lake County designates April 2023 and every April thereafter as Arts and Culture and Creativity Month. Now therefore, on this 11th day of April 2023, this Board of Supervisors, County of Lake, State of California hereby proclaims April 2023 as Arts, Culture, and Creativity Month. Adopted the 11th day of April 2023 and signed by the Chair of the Board of Supervisors, Jessica Paiska. We'll let you guys speak and then I'll have something to say too.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Thank you so much. I want to thank the county. I almost don't need a microphone.
Can you give your name, please?
My name is Barbara Clark. I am the Executive Director of the Lake County Arts Council and lifelong resident of Lake County. I want to thank the board for acknowledging that how important arts can be in our community. It is really important. It brings us all together. It helps you create a sense of belonging and sustain and establish cultural traditions that you can share with others through art, as well as encouraging economic growth. Now, this wasn't an easy task because I had to go around and try to find all the arts groups in the county, and we have a lot. So I worked with as many as I could, and I apologize if I left anybody out. But I want to kind of let you know how much we're doing in the county. So bear with me while I give you this wonderful list. In the city of Lakeport, of course, we've been doing a lot. I know Lisa and myself and others in the arts groups have been working with strategic planning directly with the county to help inject more art into everything you guys do, and I love that. We're adding more art opportunities for artists. We're using art in the park here. Coming up, you'll see when the city finishes building the park, you're going to get some art in there. Woo! And we also have the Essential Worker mural, which just finished this last year, which is on the site of hospice. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see more murals popping up. They tend to be very popular. The city of Clear Lake, of course, has 8 murals coming in. They just finished one this last year at the Chamber of Commerce, and the next mural is being installed at Castle Donuts. The Main Street Corridor project in Clear Lake, which is being helped by Creative Consulting, will actually be using augmented reality in their future art. So get ready for new technology and new art forms that way. We also want to welcome the new art venue Pop Clear Lake, which is a new art gallery. Of course, we have the Main Street Art Gallery here in Lakeport, and we have the Mac Gallery in Middletown. And there's a lot of little pop-ups that show up all the time. So keep your eyes open when you see those little art shops. Get in there, go support them. Tell them how wonderful it is. I bet you can find at least one piece that you like that speaks to you. In Middletown, of course, like I said, we have the Middletown Arts Center and their gallery, which also hosts classes, workshops, performances, community events. The MAC has some wonderful cross-cultural programming made possible through grants and awards, such as Raíces Hermosas, Weaving Baskets, Weaving Bridges, Sound of Liberation, and the Eagle and Condor project, which is a ceramic mural, which is also a community art project that everyone will be working on. There's arts education, including homeschool, after school, summer camp, community college classes, and adult education at the MAC, as well as field trips. The Main Street Gallery also does a lot of the same things. We do have classes, arts education, field trips. MAC also helps take care of the Eco Art Sculpture Walk, which is quite the task, so thank you for that one. It's beautiful. If you haven't been out there and looked at the art in nature, I definitely recommend checking out the Arts Eco Walk in Middletown. The Lake County Arts Council, that's me. Kinda, and a lot of other people. Our job is really to help coordinate the arts. We really do try to get out with everybody. Over the last year, we've been the state local partner to the California Arts Council. We've brought in over $150,000 in outside funding support to help artists and arts programs, such as arts in public places, arts integration. We have arts integration training, and a great new program we developed called Artists in Schools P3, the Poets and Poetry Project, where poet coaches will be going in and creating mentor relationships with young poets to help develop for other programs such as our Poetry Out Loud program and our slowly developing Youth Poet Laureate program, which brings us right into literary arts. We've got lots of literary arts. Our Poet Laureate was just on. The big read just happened with our Youth Poet Laureate and Poetry Out Loud competition. We also have Main Street Poetry Boxes. We also have highlighting authors that are published. So just literary arts are also blooming. Do not want to leave out the Lake County Rural Arts Initiative, who's assisted the city of Clear Lake with obtaining a lot of their grants, as well as completing a mural with NCO in Clear Lake. And they have a very special teacher grant art supply program. So if you know a teacher that's looking for art supplies, funding is not really available in the schools, so they help with that. They've given over $24,000 in grants to their teachers all throughout Lake County. And then lastly, the performing arts. We don't want to forget them. Let's not forget the Lake County Theater Company, the Lake County Symphony, the Soper Reese Theater, the annual Spring Dance Festival. Both of those are under the Lake County Arts Council umbrella. And then the many other musicians and performing artists you see. It's almost impossible to walk around Lake County and not see or hear something that is art. I hope you all realize that. I hope you appreciate it. And I hope you keep participating, seeing, making, being. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara, and thank you to the Board of Supervisors for taking the time to honor this proclamation. It's an honor to be in service and serve the people of Lake County through the arts. And I'm grateful for the multiple opportunities that the Middletown Arts Center has had to be in service since the Valley Fire in particular, and throughout, and to be able to engage in cross-cultural projects. It's been an amazing experience, and we're just honored and grateful to be able to do the work that we do, thanks to grants and thanks to community support. I did want to just give a caveat to what Barbara said, is that the Eco Arts Sculpture Walk, don't go visit there yet, wait until July. So, and then I just wanted to thank everybody for your attention and for participating in the arts. We are second responders, and we can't do the work that Lake Family Resource does, but we do what comes next. So art is healing, art is powerful, and art is uniting. Thank you so much. Thank you, Milk.
Thank you. And I just want to say also too, for, all the way around the county, I was on the board when this board voted to support Lake County being, an arts county, which is excellent. And, I will say, since that time, I've been in the museum and at the MAC a lot more than that. But it really gives our young folks an opportunity to say who they are and what they're feeling inside without having to say that. And sometimes that's the only way they can get it out. I've seen some real powerful stuff every time I've gone in there and with different artists. But the cultural side of it is near and dear to my heart, obviously, as all of them are. But seeing the young tribal folks be able to put on paper some of the pain and some of the trauma that they've lived through throughout our communities here is very powerful. So I want to thank you for that, and working with the tribes too in the Middletown area. And I know across the county that's a focus too, but thank you very much for everything. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to the board. Have any comments?
Supervisor Green.
Yeah, just want to, it was the first time I heard it, was surprising, second responders, but having lived through the Valley Fire and other fires and having seen the power of art in recovery with other people in my own family, it certainly strikes me. And I also want to highlight what you said, the funding in the schools for arts is just not there, and yet that's where we want to get the art. So to those groups that are doing outreach to the local schools, those volunteer groups, the school boards, anything we can do, I mean, yeah, the dollars are not there, but as long as the vision is there, I'm sure we can look for ways to get it in the schools and get those young kids excited about art, and as our poet laureate said, also heal, also deal with some of the difficult emotions they have to deal with in their own lives. So very excited that you're here today, and on both sides of the spectrum, the adults need it and the kids need it. We all need our arts. Thank you.
Supervisor Spatier.
So a blank piece of paper is a blank piece of paper until you start putting a drawing to it or some words to it. And I see the same thing with our communities. A building or a wall is just a building or a wall, but you start adding a splash of colors on it and putting an entire mural, or you hear music coming out of the building, it just creates a different life in our community. It's alive, it's energized, and it's wonderful. It's a positive thing. So I really appreciate seeing all the murals that are coming up. And I just need to say, we have amazing artists that live here. Some of them are worldwide renowned artists, not just people that are doing stuff in the community and only be seen or heard of in this community. It's overwhelming to find out what works some of these folks have done. And we couldn't be luckier to have them here in our community to participate and add on to what we're getting. And there seems to be a huge movement of art, and I'm all for it. So, thank you.
Did you have, yes.
Yes. Not everybody can accentuate how they feel, just through words. And so, like Supervisor Sabatier said, putting it on paper, putting it on canvas, putting it into music, is very important for folks to be able to, show how they truly feel at times, because it's also a form of medicine when people do that. You have things bottled up, you don't know how to say it to somebody, you don't have someone to confide in. And so people put that energy into the art, and it comes out magnificent. So, yeah.
Thank you. So I do want to add one more to your list, and that's the Cobb Mountain Arts and Ecology Center.
I knew this was going to happen.
That's okay. I want to thank you two women for being our lead art activists for the county, and we have so many people that stand with you that really have developed the richness and culture that we have here in this county, and I feel like it's always been a magnet for artists to come here. There's a particular lifestyle that is very welcoming and can sustain artists here, and that's the other part of it, is that we have to be able to have the ability to sustain a lifestyle for people to create. So thank you so much for being here, and thank you for this proclamation.
Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Do we have anyone from the public that wishes to speak? Nope, okay.
How you want to do this? Yeah. They got me blocking everything, so.
There we go. Okay. Oh, wait, where are you, Bruno?
I'm photobombing in the back.
I know, we both are. We're right behind Lisa's head.
All right, cool. Okay, let's do it here. Let's do there, and let me go up. Okay, hold on. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, that was good. Thank you, Bruno. That was really
Thank you, Lisa.
Photographers, again, art.
There you go.
Yes.
Art.